Hey. So I'm responding to your little video, 5 questions for All Atheists. First off, I have a question for you. Is being self-righteous a virtue in Islam? Because apparently if it is, you're racist. So let's play your video and respond to your questions.
Hello, atheists.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm okay.
I'm doing good, if you ask me.
Didn't ask.
But now, I have 5 questions for you atheists, and I'm hoping
you're already super self-righteous here, so well, let's go for it.
atheists can give me 5 sincere answers to my 5 questions. I'm hoping, if you answer my questions, it can give us all a better understanding of each other's viewpoints. And that's all.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know what my viewpoint is because you've already made the decision that being an atheist is immoral. You've already made the decision that atheists, are the scum of the earth. You've already made this decision. For you to come and do this, I just want to know, is bullshit. But let's continue.
Always important to know what the other side thinks and believes. Don't you think so? I do. My first question.
Oh, before we get to your first question, yeah, I do. But see, unlike you, I don't act self-righteous. I want to know. When I talk to people about their faith, I talk to them about what they believe, why they believe it, in a non-judgmental concept. I have many friends who are of different religions and different faiths, and I don't get into it with them. They believe what they believe. I'm not going to get into it unless they decide they want to try to make me believe it. Now, you're coming out here, making all of these bullshit remarks about atheists, and think, oh, we're just going to sit back and take it, and then when we respond to you, because you're going at us like this, oh, you use that as a way to say, look, they are immoral. So let's get to your questions.
Question to you guys is the following. Did you create yourself? And by that, I mean, did you create life? Did you create your body? Did you create the earth? Did you create the animals? Did you create the stars, the moon, the planets, the galaxies, the universe? Did you create it?
First off, you know the answer. The answer is self-evident. It's not, it's not like it takes a genius, Anybody who says, yeah, I created myself is a total flipping moron. Okay? For you to ask that question, it's a lawyer question. Did you beat your wife? That, so did you enjoy beating, when was the last time you beat your wife? Is basically the question you just asked. Did the universe, did you create? No. Okay, first off, could I create life? Yeah. Okay, I can go and have sex with a woman, and guess what? Life's created. Okay? This is a setup question. This is a pathetic setup question. Seriously. Pathetic.
Question number 2. If you didn't create yourself and all of those things, then did creation create itself? Question number 3.
Did creation create itself? First off, this is the same bullshit that Christians use to try to prove God. Well, how did it come to be? If there's a picture, who is the artist? If there has to be a thing, it's bullshit. Okay? The reality is that creation is a bad idea. There is no creation. Okay? Things were created through random mutations, random development. The moon, the stars, everything that exists. There wasn't somebody that just went, oh, I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to put this here, I'm going to put this here, and look how perfect it is. That's exactly what you're alluding to, and it's bullshit. This is pathetic. Let's continue.
3. If you didn't create yourself, and if creation didn't create itself, then who did? Who created it?
No one. It just happened. That's it. There is no big, who created it. There is no who in this concept. Okay? We have the luxury of thinking of who. It's pathetic.
Question number 4. How do you know what evil is? How do you know evil?
Evil is subjective. Okay? Murder on a battlefield is not evil. Murder in somebody's home, in an innocent person's home, is considered evil. Murder should be considered evil universally, but it's not. Evil is subjective. Now let's continue.
And how do you know evil based on a consistent and objective view, not subjective?
And then you wink. There is no such thing as a non-subjective, an absolute, this is evil. Okay? There are things that are wrong and bad and could be considered, could be classified as evil. Rape of a child. A child? Do I really have to go into it? Somebody who's Muslim? Pathetic is what you are. Because what you're saying is that, you have the answer. That your religion has the answer. That your religion determines what is moral, straight out, with nothing. Okay? The thing about it is that what's considered good and what's considered bad changes. Okay? Alcohol at one time, by the vast majority in this country, was considered evil. Now, it's just a normal part of existence. Smoking cigarettes years ago was considered healthy, but now it's considered bad. What is considered good and what's considered evil is subjective. There is no objective, moral view of evil.
Question number 5. How do you explain the supernatural, the miracles, and all of the experiences that people...
Pathetic. How do you explain the supernatural? By its nature, you can't explain it. First off, there's no proof of it. Okay? There's no proof. How do you explain... Because you know what? Our minds are amazing devices that all the time come up with random things that we come out of the blue of thinking these things are great, these things are wonderful, these things, we think of things all the time. And our brain has a tendency to trick us. We write these things up instead of just flights of fancy and of things of the mind as supernatural. I only got 30 more seconds. I'm done with your video. I know I got another minute 32. I don't care. It's pathetic. And you are... The questions were pathetic, and you are, very much in that same category. You're arrogant. So, anyways...